It's time for the Glendale Devotional Podcast, a 5-minute weekday devotional ministry from Glendale Baptist Church in Glen, Mississippi. The speaker is John Haynes. Now, here is Brother John.
Well, it's Friday, and it's a good chance that it's the end of the work week for you. If so, have a good and safe weekend. Make plans now to be in church this weekend, if at all possible. Your local church may be having a Christmas cantata, a kids program, or the minister may be bringing a timely message from the Word of God. Speaking of that, Glendale is supposed to have our walk-through program this Saturday and Sunday night from 6 to 8 p.m. Our kids, youth, and adults have been practicing so hard to provide a narrated guide through the Christmas story. I hope that you can join us if you can. We're located on Highway 72 in Glen, Mississippi. Today is Friday, December the 15th, 2023, and on this day in 2001, the Leaning Tower of Pisa reopened after 11 years and $27 million spent to stabilize it without fixing its famous lean. Now imagine that, a landmark such as the Leaning Tower of Pisa closed for 11 years. And even more than that, $27 million was spent to make it more stable. That's $6,724 per day, and they didn't even straighten it up. The construction of this highly recognizable structure began in the 12th century, and the foundation began to sag due to the soft ground upon which it was built, resulting in a 4-degree tilt. 22 years ago today, it reopened, but they never fixed the lean in the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I can see some similarities to life with this. Quite honestly, it probably would not be as spectacular if it was known as just the Tower of Pisa. The signature lean that the building is known for is what sets this worldwide landmark apart. In the planning, the engineers and those funding the project decided to not fix the foundation and repair the lean. Instead, they decided to leave it the way that it had always been. You know, I wonder, is there something in your life that maybe needs to be addressed, but because it's always been like that, you simply decided to work around it? It could be a relationship that needs repair, but you may say, well, we haven't spoken in years, and that relationship is closed, much longer than 11 years possibly. As we approach the holiday season, may I say something to you without being judgmental or harsh? Don't let the relationship continue to decline simply due to a lack of communication or care. Life is short. Relationships are truly gifts of God as they give us an opportunity to impact the lives of other people with kindness, compassion, love, and appreciation. Or it may be something that you've wanted and needed to rid your life of for years. A bad habit, a filthy vocabulary, a sin that has such a handle on your life can take over if we're not careful. Don't spend years and countless dollars on something that will continue to lean and eventually crumble. Instead, today is the day we can seek to change. Someone has said, life is like a flat tire. You won't get very far until you change it. It's also been said, it's either day one or one day. You and I have the power to invoke change into a situation. And if you're a Christian, then we have the Spirit of God abiding within us that can enable us. Now, to be fair, there are some things that we can't change. I'm no architect, but I feel like if $27 million was spent, then the Leaning Tower of Pisa could have been straightened, but they decided it would be easier to live with it as it had been for centuries. Hey, does the foundation of your life need repair? Look to Jesus today.
Lead me to rest, sweet Lord. Lead me to rest from my journey here. Lead me to rest. The relief I found from the burdens that have weighed me down. Lead me to rest. Lead me to rest.
Well, we appreciate your listening today. Don't forget, Monday afternoon we'll hit the ground running as we talk about some of the things of Christmas leading up to Christmas on December the 25th. Again, have a wonderful weekend. May the Lord bless you and have a good and godly day.